George Kilpatrick Inspiration for the Nation, celebrating people we feel good about. Well, Juneteenth Day is Wednesday, June 19th. Jacqueline LaSonde is here to tell us yet another Juneteenth celebration. We can't celebrate Juneteenth enough. What's happening on Juneteenth Day, Jackie?
Hello, Mr. Kilpatrick. So we are both so excited. This is going to be our
Who's
fifth
our
year.
and who is we?
Our meaning the Greater Syracuse Southside Neighborhood Association in collaboration with Southside Coalition. It will be the fifth year of this annual commemoration / celebration on the day of. And we're so excited to see more people are starting to catch on with that day, to do it on the day that these things actually came together for our enslaved ancestors.
So from 1 to 6 at the Kirkpark, what will we have on that day?
So on that day, we will be blessed with the tunes of Black Lights, Syracuse's own, and it's a gospel group that will be opening for them, which they are from Congo, and they're now here as New Americans, and they have a great sound, and they're going to really inspire us in both their language, home language, as well as English, as well as Blessings in Motion, which is the African dance troupe. We really love them, and they will be back again.
Should be a great time. And so you're looking for the community to come out. It should be a great time to celebrate Juneteenth. And you're choosing to do it on Juneteenth Day. What's it mean to the community?
So that means a lot to the community as in regards to, this is something that was solemn. However, the day that finally we are able to say we celebrate independence as a whole, as our ancestors did. And so we even got a proclamation on that day. The mayor gave the coalition a proclamation to just basically validate the idea that we are recognizing on that day that this is coming together. And so it's a lot of information to be done as well, because that is early voting. Early voting would have started. So there'll be the congressional running. So they will be there, the candidates, milling around.
Sarah Clee Hood and Jack Mannion.
And perhaps Congressman Williams, the current congressperson, he has confirmed that he may stop by as well. And so we always say come for the entertainment, but stay for the information part. We do have the registration forms for get out the vote, the information on these candidates, the information about what they're running for. What is Congress? What does that really mean? Period. What does that office actually do? There'll be some judges, because as you know, there's judges running as well.
Yeah, and so one thing you can ask Brandon Williams is, what is his plan? This is what Vicky Brackens has been telling me forever and ever, right? If you're there, ask him what is his plan to save and sustain Social Security. What's his plan to save and sustain Social Security? We need to know the answer to that.
I mean, that's something that each candidate, we notice we've had some political forums, and while they touch on it, they don't quite lean into it. Even Senator Mannion, for that matter, we'd like to know what their opinion is, of course, what their vision, and oftentimes people tend to walk around that when we're very interested as to what they see it as being.
Ask each candidate, what is their plan to save and sustain Social Security? Because that's going to be critical, because there are efforts to privatize it.
Yes, for sure. And that never came off the chopping block. That'll be something, certainly. I was at one of Brandon Williams' town halls, and he wanted to look into it more. So he said, so we need to stop letting people get away with these soft answers, and for sure get him to
I want people to flood anybody who's running, and the current sitting incumbent. They need to answer that question. Juneteenth celebration, 1 to 5, Kirkpark in Syracuse. Will there be food?
For sure. Well, actually, it's 1 to 6, and there'll be food. There'll be a fish fry. There'll be a shrimp fry. There'll be bouncy houses for the kids because we try to recognize that there's families that'll be involved. Free snow cones, popcorn, cotton candy, and vendors, of course. Would anything be without some vendors? And of course, a huge information section for which we will have some information from the Historical Society as well. Onondaga Historical Society has agreed, as they did last year, to give us a lot of the historical pictures regarding the 15th Ward, so we can always remember and never forget what this meant to us, and hopefully some information now that Judge McKinney has become an ancestor, some information as far as what he did and how he impacted this community.
All right. Bring your family, bring your friends. Juneteenth in the community on June 19th, Juneteenth Day, from 1 to 6 p.m., Kirkpark in Syracuse. Food, family, and fun. Jacqueline LaSonde with the Greater Southside Tenants Network. And by the way, Jackie is somebody you want to have on your team because she will work for you and the community. So just wanted to give you a shout out, Jackie.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I hope to see you and your family there as well if you're not traveling the world.
Okay. Listen, I will be traveling to 4 or 5 Juneteenths on that day because there's a whole lot going on, but I'm going to try to make it all around because it's a beautiful thing. So,
yes.
Listen,
sure.
I love it. Listen, here's what I'll say to folks. Oh, they're having one. I'll frame it this way. As many affirming, positive, Black events, and I say it that way, everybody's welcome, but as many positive, affirming Black events that we could have in one day or in however we want to do it, I ain't mad because I'd rather have that than to go to somebody's burial. Okay? So let's go. Let's affirm, let's support wherever you are. One thing we can say for certain, no matter where you are in Syracuse, you're going to have an opportunity to celebrate Juneteenth on Juneteenth Day. And one of those places is at the Kirkpark, June 19th, 1 to 6. Be there and get some good food, good eating, and good entertainment. And also your elected officials. So, Jackie, always good to talk to you. And show up. Let's show up.
Sure. Look forward to seeing all of us in community as we go forward, because this election, as all of them are really, really important. And that's a place, if you haven't already registered, take advantage. There'll be so many people out there to help you.
Inspiration for the nation. Juneteenth. Celebrate Juneteenth. And of course, Juneteenth.